What's going on, guys? Ball here. Welcome to a new video. Today, I'm gonna do my stage 3 Pickems with the Starladder Budapest Major. I was so close. I was so close. I was so close, man. I was so close. If M80 beat Imperial, considering it was 11-11 on the third map, I would have gotten 5 for 5. I was so close. My gamble worked of going Navi Bake so they play each other. I got MIBR. Tyler being didn't Parivision, went 0-3, would have got it. Bro, because the thing is, the last day, Strauss and Nip are already playing these two teams. I already guarantee 4. I just need MA to win either 2-1 or 2-2 against Passion. And in good credit to Passion, they played better. Imperial managed to win when it matters, but that hurt my soul. Let's go to stage 3. Here's the thing, there's some interesting options. I think in some combination, you have to pick for the 3-0s, Vitai, Fury, Falcons, or Mouse. And the thing is, based on what you, because every single team, to some degree, has a hard game. For example, Fury in the opening has Navi. I think that's a hard, not just because it's 1 versus 9, but also Navi looked pretty legit firepower-wise in the last stage. And Navi went to 5 maps against Fury at TWC, and it took incredible play from Fury to kind of reverse that series. And even the veto is gonna go down to a map that both teams aren't gonna be a big fan of. Assume both do like respect bans. So that one could be interesting. If Vitai plays FaZe, that won't be free. And potentially in the 1-0 game, Mouse plays Spirit. And in the last 3 times Mouse played Spirit, they lost. And maybe that was back when Donk was in much better form. That was back when Zontic was in the lineup. So keep that in mind. Fox potentially plays like G2 in the 1-0 game. That won't be free. Maybe he plays Navi in the 1-0 game. That won't be free. Depending if Navi upsets Furia. There's some interesting matches in the early games. But based on like both a mix of games I've chosen and also just pure gut feeling, first I'm pick Vitality, just because I think they have the most winnable games. Like potentially if G2 beats Falcons, they play G2 in the best 3. I think that's a comfy opponent. I think Vitality can beat anyone in the world. That's why I still think Vitality can win this major, despite the form saying Fury wins or maybe the 5 passing Falcons can win. For me, I even think my heart there's like a puncher chance that either Spirit or Mouse can win, depending if like Donk is the best player or if Mouse can get over the choking problems. But like the reason why I still think Vitality should win this major is that Vitality could beat everyone. There's not a single opponent Vitality cannot beat. Evidently shown they could beat everyone this season. There's no opponent that's like a clear like favorite against them. So like that, I think Vitality has like an auto loss. Like Fear has yet to beat Mouse. They played twice this season. They've yet to beat them. Mouse played Falcons like 4 times. They've yet to beat Falcons. Falcons played Fury I think 3 times this season. Has yet to beat Fury. Vitality could beat everyone. That's the only reason why, like the big reason why I give Vitality an edge against a lot of teams. So I'm picking 3-0. And I'm actually gonna pick Mouse to go 3-0. Mouse don't get upset often in group stages. Like think about it often. If Miles is going to lose in a group stage, it's going to be probably the 2-0 game. Or maybe a 1-0 against Spirit, but I think that's winnable for Miles. And on top of that, Spirit's map pool is absolutely dreadful. And at B1, it's going to be a map that Miles I think is favored on. So on top of that, I think Fury Falcons have harder like games later. I think Miles is more likely to beat Spirit than like Fury is to beat Navi or Falcons is to play G2 in a 1-0 game. Or if they play, God forbid, Falcons play like an Infor Mongols in a 1-0 game or something. You know what I mean? Despite them having a stand-in. Then obviously when it comes to 3-3-2, I think Fury and Falcons are so obvious. Yes, Falcons just because of how last major went, and the Falcons don't have a free opponent against Bait because Bait's gonna play a map they want, like Ancient. Maybe Falcons are hubris enough and won't let them play Mirage or something. Where Falcons are gonna let Bait play a comfort map. But I think Monty's playing inhuman counter right now. As long as he doesn't pull an Austin, it should be fine. Because Monty was so bad in the video ones that they lost it by himself basically. So yeah. Next, I'm going to put Spirit. Despite how bad Spirit's map pool is and how bad the form is, Donk had some throwback maps at Rivals, and if you can play about that level, he could drag them through this group. So come on, they don't have to go 3-1. They just have to get out, and I think that's possible. Next, I'm going to pick G2. Yes, the results haven't been that good in London, but keep in mind, who are the teams G2 are losing to? They lost to Vitality twice. Certainly that was one they saw, right? That's a legit fair loss. They lost, I think, Fury twice. Fury's a very good team. Best team in the world now. They lost to Mouse at London in the group stage. That's a very good team. They lost Spirit at EPL. Even with their slump, that's still one of the better teams. For the most part, G2 are losing to underdogs. Outside when they lost 3 max at Pro League. 3 at that event looked sick. They played amazing Counter-Strike. So, for the most part, G2 are losing to really good teams. And I guess the field, like the teams in this field, like if G2 play FaZe, I think G2 smoke them. If G2 plays Bait, I think they have a chance of winning despite the beat them at Pro League. I think if they rematch, I think G2 can win that. G2 plays Team Liquid, I think G2 outshoots them easily. Because the old lineups, when TL at Twist, they banged them out of London. So I know, like, against the field, and G2 has a very winnable game against Passion. Passion get a map they have a chance on, like a train probably, maybe Dust 2. I think if Passion play Hubris, but like G2 have a reasonable chance against the field. Like even if they don't beat any of the top 4 seeds, I even think they have a punch chance on land to beat Spirit in the run back. I even think Mongol's like a beatable opponent. So that's how it is. When it comes to 0 for 3s, I'm gonna pick Imperial because using. Congratulations of getting here, but they did have an easy run, and on top of that, Try isn't gonna drop the insane stats he's had so far. Vinny's gonna drop 1.1 ratings like he did in the first 2 stages. He's playing the best points in the world. Vinny's gonna frag this well. Vinny doesn't frag this well even in normal terms because lesser competition. He's playing out of his mind, above and beyond. Cello's not gonna get all those entries. Try's a good opper, but he's playing against like Zaiwu, Molodoi, Monasi, Torji, Shiro. He's playing the best operas in the world now. The last stage he's playing some like operas that are maybe slightly above the expectations I had. Cause I'm not a try like Stan, like Quack A's for example. But I know those like that's within the mid range. This is too above and beyond. Second one, I'm actually gonna put Team Liquid because some people say, hey, what about Passion? What about Passion? What about Passion? Passion, at least I know the stars are a bit more consistent. TL looks so reliant on stars, and Ultimate, this is the point in the tournament where I think Ultimate will fail me. I did consider Passion though, but I think because in last stage I didn't have Grim and Passion and company getting out. Just because I thought, okay, Grim will win you some games, but I didn't think Grim would be good enough to do it. But he proved me wrong. He had Kevin in that last series overperformed despite having a pretty bad major actually. JT's been awesome. He played great. Nyx had a bunch of matches dropping like 15 kills. Nyx is playing some of the best characters he's ever played in the last couple months. Like I don't know what he's eating since going to Passion, but he's like raised his level up. That impressed me. And maybe you haven't seen much of Halzerk. I think he's only a couple maps started to plug in his keyboard, but it's better than usual. Really, he's really struggled. But yeah, that's just kind of like why I didn't pick up. Pain is an option that a lot of people are putting for 0-3, but I think Pain have too much quality. Like Snow actually has genuinely risen his level. Big Zero's had some throwback maps, and QZ's been good. I agree. Pain haven't been like a world-beating team, but they're like just average than bad. I think they're just undergoing growth to like they were the semis of Austin. In fluke fashion, I think we agree on that. But I don't think they're going to 0-3. I think they have too much quality. FaZe, I think they can, in theory, make it out. If J-Call plays the level he did at Stage 2 against the best teams in the world, then that's a difference maker. Because J-Call's been so bad. Like, I think the team's been setting up wrong, but I think if he plays at the level he did in the last stage, I mean, they only played 4 maps, and they played like some decent opponents, maybe like Passion, Nip, Aurora. Those are pretty decent opponents, and Jacob did turn up to at least 3, if not all 4 maps. So if Jacob could be different, then they have like a puncher's chance, like a 10% chance against Vitality. They can maybe steal a map against Spirit. Maybe they can win a best 3 against Navi or G2. Those are beatable if Jacob plays at that level. But I'm willing to bet against it and willing to bet like that is an old performance for a couple maps. Maybe he'll have a map in this field where he does that. So no. Then we go to Mongols. This was a tough choice. I did consider a way to not pick them, but Mongols have such a high seed, they're gonna get a lot of easy draws. Like, and on top of that, I think they have just enough firepower where I think they can like eke out. Like I think because of like how I like thinking about the matchups and like yes, Mongols map pool is like non-existent, but they have just enough quality as a team and then synergy even with controllers. And controllers himself has actually been decent. Like he's actually been solid. Not as good as Senzu. Senzu's was their best player, but he hasn't been like a leak in the ship. If anything, it's been like Techno having issues. Blitz has been up and down. And Xeno has some good maps, but he's not like a stable player. It's more like the cast is really erratic right now. I feel like if the cast just raises the level a little bit and controllers like plays maybe 5% better, Nineteen could say the exact same. 19's been world class during this stand-in stint. So I think Mongols are just enough to edge out. And that last slot, I did make some decisions. And it came out to 3 teams. It came out to Bait, Navi, and 3D Max. I'll take Bait out just because yes, Bait have good firepower. They have legit home maps. I saw on these 2 stages. Bait can like have maps that they could reliably win on enough times, like Ancient, Mirage. They even won a game of Dust 2 this field, and Dust 2 is like their worst map. So Bait have maps that can do something. But I think this type of field when you play like, because Bay have good firepower, but it's not better than the top elite teams. And I think Bay have some choke in them, even though they got the last 2 stages. Like there were some choking moments. You could tell that like they had to win a couple close games, which they weren't winning the close games last major. So I'll give them credit. But I think that this is the last step. Like this is the step I think they fall this time. Like last time it was when there was some pressure, they immediately crumbled and MPO still calling. This is like okay, they actually won some games when there was pressure. Now it's like I think this is where they learn the harsh lesson of like, hey, you're playing the top teams too early. Like maybe next major cycle, maybe at like an event like when we get to the cold major, obviously maybe an event like Pro League, if you can get some wins on the board against these level teams. But for now, let's put them to the side. Like congratulations. And that's Navi 3D Max. And before trying to say why 3X be on here, 3X actually, when they were in decent form, because they looked okay enough in stage 2, like they had some maps, trains now in their pool, which is good to see. They still have Inferno. They want to give Ancient, which is their worst map statistically. So they've worked on their worst maps like Ancient, like Train, and they still at least have Inferno Nuke, or maybe they haven't played Nukes this major. Then that's actually a decent map pool, actually. They actually have matchup against a lot of teams. So when they used to have the really good trio of Dust 2, Nuke, Inferno, they match up against everyone. Like, Vatai will let you play those maps. Fury will let you play those maps. Falcons will let you play at least 2 of these maps. Mongols will probably let you play 2 of those maps. Like, really, like, at least 2 out of 3 and, like, every veto. And I think even with Train, considering not too many teams banned, like FaZe and Mongols banned, but everyone else will, like, let you play it. Everyone else does play it. Like, you're going to get 2 of Train, Inferno, Nuke. Maybe some confusion like against maybe Navi, they'll let you play all 3. So like you're gonna get a lot of good vetoes. And Navi just because the firepower looked good, they have the experience, they've made plays of all 3 prestige lands. And I did genuinely consider giving 3D Max the edge, but I think Navi can like just edge them out. Because I think that Navi fragging power was a slight overperformance. Like I don't think that was some like world beat. I think that's unstandable. Because Wonderful against the field can do that. I know he can do that. Same with Bit as well. But Bit is mad rack this year. His event where he's good, event where he's bad. They haven't even needed Emma to do anything, and I think you need Emma to do something if they're gonna like go 3-0, for example. But I think they have enough quality and experience, and they have like home maps like Mirage. They've still have trained as like a decent map mid against the top teams. Not gonna pick it all the time. If they can bring back their Inferno like it was like say around Mount Cologne, for example, and they can keep Ancient in the pool, and because all we've really seen them play is 2 Mirages and 2 trains. They haven't played Dust 2 yet. They haven't played Inferno yet. They haven't played Nuke yet, and I need to see them play more maps before I'm convinced they're like a lock. I think this is my last choice, to keep that in mind. So, these are my picks. If you guys do enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.